Today we're starting our lager series with our brewers. I'd like to take advantage of this time of year to let our brew team explore and dive into the world of lagers. We have a bit of time, like December, January, February, typically slower times of the year, so we have some tank space. So what we like to do is towards the end of the year, let everybody sort of have creative input into one of their own designed lagers. So we'll brew them in December. We'll sort of watch them over the Christmas holidays, crash them, change the temperatures, and then through the months of January and February, we'll let them lager and age, and then come springtime, we release a series of 4 different lagers, each one designed by each one of our brewers. So they'll be unique and distinct to each and every one of them. We're very lucky to have a brewing supply company like Brew Culture just down the road. Very recently, over the last year, they started diving into the malt world. And so we decided to work with Dan, who supplies us not only with the malt, but some hops and the yeast as well for this.
I'm Dan from Brew Culture, president and founder. We're located just a short 10-minute drive up the road in Bracebridge, Ontario. We've got another location in Vancouver, BC, and just opened up a third in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. We wanted to partner with Sawdust City, on this lager series, because they're great friends and great partners, and it's fantastic having them down the road.
Figured it would be a nice little partnership collaboration to work with them on the lager series, focusing on some of the malts that they bring in from Europe and a specific strain of yeast that they brought in with their White Labs partners, and even some hops, some experimental German hops that we're going to be using at least in a couple of the different beers.
So we had the team over and we introduced them to a new hop that later became named and known as Tango. They thought it would be a good opportunity to maybe highlight that hop in their lager series. It's the first time that this hop has been used in a beer in North America. It was developed at the Hop Research Institute in Wolfsbach, Germany. But it's the first hop out of Germany that really sort of screams Pacific Northwest style hop. Almost slap in the face with citrus and pineapple and passion fruit, so a lot of tropical notes there.
Figured it would be a nice little partnership collaboration to work with them on the lager series, focusing on some of the malts that they bring in from Europe and a specific strain of yeast that they brought in with their White Labs partners, and even some hops, some experimental German hops that we're going to be using at least in a couple of the different beers. Giving it as much due as it deserves to make them as premium as we possibly can, and to discuss and talk about why lagers are the way that lagers are. Lager means storage, and this is what we're doing. We're storing it for 2 months to 3 months. And allowing the flavors to come together, to smooth out the beer, to refine the edges. It's I like to call it soup on the second day. Like it sort of has, it always tastes a little bit better when you give the flavors a little bit more time to combine and become the product that you want it to be. So it's certainly longer than 2 days, but I feel like if we're going to do something, you got to do it right, and we want to educate on why lagering is what it is, and take the time that it deserves.